Hey, what's up guys, this is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure Wave Maggot, a character which I am intimately knowledgeable about. No, I have no knowledge about this guy other than what's on the back of the box. I don't remember anything about him from what I've read in the past, and I don't know anything about him. So anybody who wants to shed some light on the character, you're welcome to do it. But as far as I'm concerned, this is what we would call scraping the bottom of the barrel. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm totally wrong and he's a super popular character. Let me know, how many of you were really excited to get this character? For me, even though I'm a big X-Men fan, he's never been on my list of things I've ever wanted a figure of. So, just curious how you guys feel about that. Now, that all being said, it's actually one of their better releases in a while. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Alrighty, this guy stands just shy of 7 inches, like 6 7/8. That's going to make him pretty close to, let's say, 17.75 centimeters. And this guy is built largely on the Thor body. You can see all the muscles in there. I think it's the Thor body. It has to be the Thor body. Or Hercules, I'm sorry, I keep saying Thor. Did they use it for Thor ever? I don't think they did. Was it for shirtless Thor? Either way, Hercules, the recent use. But not completely. There's some new stuff here too. So we're just gonna go through it like normal. But first, we have to do a question of the day. 2 questions. 1, what's your favorite group in Marvel? For me, it's X-Men for sure, by far. And number 2, if you're an X-Men person, how deep into the X-Men roster do you want them to go with making figures? Because there's a whole lot of X-Men characters, like the underground sewer people. I can't remember what they're called right now. You know, all of those types of characters. Like, how much do you guys want that kind of stuff? For me, it's like, I don't know, I think I'm probably good, but maybe not. Maybe I'll like to have it. I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this guy. Obviously, the coat is all new. It has this cool texture on it all the way around. Nice sculpt work for sure. I like that. They did connect these big... I don't know what's going on with this jacket, honestly. I'm assuming it's supposed to just be giant sleeves, and these are actually supposed to be connected and not separate shoulder pad type things on top of undersleeves, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not that knowledgeable about the character, and they've done it this way. I don't know. It gives him a cool profile, though, kind of like a Frankenstein-looking situation. So that's okay. We'll see how it works for articulation. But sculpt work on the arms is fantastic. They are pinless. The musculature is really nice. Very, very nicely done there, though most of it's hidden by the sleeve, unfortunately. That's pretty good. The pants are textured as well, though there is a stark difference between this part right here, his general special place area, and then the 2 chunks of the legs. Different color, different finish. Texture's about the same. No paint anywhere down here. We have some paint here. His shirt is painted on. The white is actually painted. Well, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like the white is molded and the blue is painted. So either way, one of these colors is painted. There's no sculpting going on. And then the yellow parts are painted. Relatively basic. Hands are painted. No detail work is what I'm saying, like no shading, that kind of thing. Just what you needed to get painted. But it is done pretty well. The gold, or the yellow, is actually kind of metallic. Not gold, though. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think the face is done really well. Sculpt is nice, expressive. Paintwork is nice. The eyebrows, the eyes, the mouth, the lips, the little foof of hair. All in all, I'd say it's a pretty good looking figure. I couldn't care less about this character, but they did a really good job on it. They seem to be doing that. Is that just because I'm out of touch, or are they making characters that are like passion projects for somebody on the team? Which, hey, that's fine with me. You know, you gotta do what you like, and if you're gonna do a good job, then more power to you. This is a really good one. It's very nicely done. So aesthetically speaking, I'm gonna go for Marvel Legends 8.5 out of 10. I would like some shading and things like the shirt being sculpted, that kind of thing, but a lot of good stuff going on here. I don't really care for the 2-tone pants, so that's kind of bugging me. Okay, so as far as accessories go, we get his 2 creatures. One kind of sits on the shoulder, one kind of wraps around the arm. That's fine. The eyes are painted well enough. That's it. A little bit disappointing there. So 5 out of 10. Like, obviously we needed those for him, but like no fist hands or an alternate face or something, that would have been cool. I think that would have been really good. Okay, so for the neck, we have the hinge. I think this is the Hercules body, or maybe it's just the naked Thor body. I can't remember if it's the same body or not, but either way, it's a good sculpt. You can actually see there are some pectoral muscles going on there, some ab muscles, Shoulders are higher than the pec. Anyway, it's good sculpt. So the neck does lean back on that hinge. It leans forward. It's on a ball peg on top, so you get a little bit of attitude. You get your rotation. Just a slight bit of lollipop, but it works well enough, and it's not seated too high, so I think that's fine. Now let's see. These are connected on top of this part, which is a floating part. So let's see how these shoulders work. So you can rotate them around, and it kind of stretches. So the range isn't really inhibited too much. It's going to get a little wonky looking, but going out to the side is quite limited. Well, I guess it's not really. It's okay. And that's not based on this anyway. That's based on the actual sculpt of the shoulders. Yeah, it works. Like, it's fine. I'm guessing what I said is accurate, that these are just supposed to be part of the sleeves. But they didn't have a good way of doing that without making a whole new torso, because you'd have this giant ball for the ball hinge. So I'm guessing it's just supposed to be like a regular trench coat sleeve that's really poofy type thing. Either way, it works well. Bicep swivel is acceptable. That's fine. It's a little gappy and big, but it's alright. Double jointed elbow on the pinless joint. It gets us pretty good range, as much as I would expect. So that's fine. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge. That's all standard. Ab crunch on this guy. Leans forward nicely. You're not going to get any backward range on this coat. So, I mean, it can technically, but that's it. Hips are a little weird. These are the old Hercules pants too, right? The pants Hercules had this whole situation, I think. Having this baby means I'm not sleeping enough and my brain is just worthless. Legs go pretty far forward, a little bit back, out to the side, not all that far, less than 45, that kind of blows. Thigh swivel is fine. It's always weird when I say I had a baby, because I didn't have it, my wife did, but how else am I supposed to refer to it, you know? I received a baby? No, because that's a different thing. I don't know how to say that. I could just say my wife had a baby, but then it feels like I wasn't part of the situation. I was involved. Okay, so not quite better than 90, like a little bit, but not much. So fairly limited knees. I think it'll do. Like that's kind of a cool pose right there. Hey, all right, so that's fine. Boot swivel is good up there. Ankles are gonna go really nice, really far back and really far forward. That giant disc is what gets that, so that's really good. And the ankle rocker is decent. So articulation works well enough on this guy. I'm pretty pleased with it. Like I said, one of the stronger releases they've made lately, and it's a character that's relatively obscure, unless he's had like some special role that I don't know about in a particular storyline. I'll give the articulation an 8. It works pretty well, all things considered. So, time for the final verdict. Probably the best figure in the wave. I'm trying to think about all of them. Yeah, best figure in the wave by my estimation. I'm going to give it a final rating of 9 out of 10. For Marvel Legends, it's pretty darn good. There's some room for improvement, some things they could do better, but if you're a fan of this character, I don't see it being disappointed at all with the figure. And if you're not and you just want unique designs, go for it. And if you just are collecting Marvel Legends, it's one to get. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, you can give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos every day but Wednesday, and thousands of videos already on the channel. So on that Wednesday when you're feeling blue and you need a friend, just go through one of my playlists. Watch whatever you want to watch. It'd be very hard for you to use up all of the videos I've already made. Probably in your lifetime. Because there's 4,000 of them. It would take a while, unless you're really, really dedicated. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Keep collecting.